Hello, today I'd like to talk about how to do a loft in Onshape. So I'm going to do a complex one, and then I'll try to do a simplified one in another video. So if you are already familiar with Onshape and know the commands and stuff like that, this will show you how to use Loft and get the shape that you want with the Loft function. So I have on here a Ender 5 Plus. This is a 3D printer part. All right, and this is just hypothetical here. Let's say I wanted to change this fan and I wanted to lower this shroud right here, and I could hide all that. So let me hide this right here, hide fan duct. All right, let's say I wanted to have a fan duct that came off of here and then went closer to the nozzle. We're not going to make it perfect, but we are going to make it lower, and we're going to see what it does for the loft function. Okay, so let's hide some stuff here. We will actually left click on this guy, right click on this guy, and then we're going to go with hide other parts. Okay, and there we are. So this will give us the fan only, and maybe a couple extra planes so I can hide these planes. So we just say hide plane 3. All right, so we have the fan feature. Now we want to take a plane, create a plane off of this surface, drop it down, and then have another plane sitting over here on the left hand side. All right, so let's go about and grab a plane. So we're going to take a plane, create a plane off of this face right here. Okay, and we're just going to take it to 0. So we just want a plane right on that face, and now we want to create a sketch on this plane. Okay, and then I want to kind of sketch these. I want to protrude those, or project, sorry. All right, so we're going to go into this sketch right here, and we're going to project some curves onto this sketch. So we got to go right here. We're going to go use or project convert. So we click there, click on these edges now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's thinking right there. Okay, we're good. All right, we're out of that sketch now. We're good. Now we want to create a plane off of this. Let's say 10 millimeters. We're just throwing out some numbers. Okay, so another plane, and I'm going to offset this plane off of this guy by 10 millimeters. Okay, and he's going to go down there. He's going to be new plane 5. And let's say I wanted that surface. So we want the new piece to come down, the maximum 10 millimeters depth. So we want to create a new plane off of this face now, and we're going to create that 10 millimeters off of this face right here. So there, we're going to create 10. Okay, and there we are. Now we have 3 planes around the shroud. We want to take this and project it down to this plane. So we're going to create a sketch on this plane. So sketch on plane here, and then we will go into project use again right here, and we'll click on those lines that I already had. You can see they're projecting as I do this. Okay, all right, and that one's done. So now what I want to do is I have those 2, and I want to project onto this last one, or I'm sorry, I want to create a box on this last one, and I want to stick with that line at this point right here. So let me create a sketch on this one right here. So sketch, and now we're in sketch. Now we'll just create a rectangle, and we're going to choose, you see, it won't let me choose that point right now, but what I can do is I can kind of get it close. Okay, and there we go. And then what I will do is I will go into this point right here, and this point right here. Oh, get out of a rectangle. This point right here to this point right here, and we want to make those coincident. Okay, and then it locked in place. You see it changed colors. Now it's black, it's constrained. So now we got to do it to here to here, coincident, and those 2 are locked together now. Okay, so now I want to adjust the size. So what size do I want this? So we can take this basic dimension right here, and we could drop this guy right here. Let's say it's we're not going to make it 10, we're going to make it 5, let's say. So 2 times click 5, there we go. So out of that sketch. Now we can kind of get the idea of what's going to happen here. We're going to go from here, and then we're going to go loft it right to here. Okay, so this is where the loft command comes in. It's a pretty cool feature. So we will click on we will click on new solid. So we want a new piece. So we're clicking this face right here first. Then we want end condition. So that's the first one. Then end condition is the second guy. Okay. And we saw it lofted already. Okay. Do we want it to look a little better? Of course. Let's make some normal to profile. Now we're kind of playing around with the profiles, and it's looking a lot better when you do that. You see how it's nice and curved and adjusting, and you can go in here and play with tangent. It may break it, so careful what you're doing. So we'll go back to normal to profile, and then yeah, so let's play around with this. What happens with 5? Okay, so if we add a magnitude of 5, it starts to do some weird cool stuff, but we don't need that. Let's see what a 2. Let's add a 2 here. Okay, so it's kind of making it where it's looks a little cleaner. You know, you change it to however you want, but that is the loft function. Okay, and we could do other things in here. I'm not going to show those right now. And then here's our loft. Okay, so now this is a solid chunk. Now we want to hollow this out, so we go over here to shell, and actually we could just shell, no hollow. So we'll click on this face right here, and it's going to hollow it for us. We'll put a 1mm size inside of there. Okay, and it's not hollowing the whole thing. It's going to block right here, so we see it's solid still. And to see that, we'll go in here and go to section view, and we'll look at we choose this plane as our kind of like a cut plane. And then we can look through there and we could see it's goofed. Well, it's closed. We could see it's closed. And now we can do a replace face and get rid of that. So that's up here. We're going to go to replace face. First, we're going to click. Okay. We're going to click on this guy. And then surface to replace with is this guy. And then blow that through. And now we are good to go. And if we want, you know, we could adjust this to be a little bit further out. Of course, we'll need to have this connected somehow, or it's entirely 3D printed to each other. And so maybe to match this up, because right now you couldn't really get this on there. So I could do my first loft. I could change the width of the first loft to be a little bit offset, and that would fix that. Okay, so let's go back to that sketch, that original sketch 14. And we're going to do actually sketch 13. And sketch 13, we're going to make it a little bit bigger. Okay, we're going to do an offset. All right, I checked something and I don't know what I checked. So plane 4, why it's not choosing that last one. Okay, I'm just going to redo that. So escape, get out of that, undo, Control Z. Oh, there we go. Control Z took me out. Okay, so now I'm going to do offset on this face here, 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 and here. Okay, and I'm going to do 1mm. Okay, so let's click on this 5 and change it to 1. Okay, now we're at 1mm. Now we can redo our loft and we can push it to that other surface. So let's click on loft. Let's delete that first sketch right there. And let's now choose that second thing right there. There we go. It chose the square. So let's undo that guy. And we're going to choose, let's redo this. Okay, so our end conditions, our profile is right here. So we want this face. You know what? We'll have to go back in. Let's go back in that sketch, and we will make these construction points. Okay. So what that does is it makes them so that they are actually not chosen for the loft. Okay. So as soon as we do that, we're going to hit this button right here, construction. It changes them dotted, space bar to get out of there. Now we can see a difference between these two. So now it will use only these. So let's get out of that. Let's go back to our loft feature. Okay, and now we're going to go back to click that, and we're click on our loft right here. Okay, and we see our loft just updated. Okay, now we'll click OK. and our shell. We'll click back on our shell. Face of Loft, we'll put this guy, it grew a little bit, so we just got to retell it what happened. And then replace face. It's a little confused about which face that was. We can undo both of these. We can go back through our section view over here. And section view, where's section view? Why isn't section view showing? Click replace, offer replace face. Section view, there we are. All right, so now we're going to go to section view. And then we're going to look in there, and then we're going to do an offset face. Or, I'm sorry, we're going to do a replace face. So let's click on that first face, and then we're going to click surface to replace with. Second face, done. All right, that matches up perfectly. And if we want now, we can get out of this section view, and we can actually start doing a Boolean feature. And the Boolean feature we can do is union. We can union this guy to this guy, and it should become one piece. So now if I click on this and go like hide that, it disappears. Okay, so we know it's one piece right here. All right, so that is it. If you want to clean up these edges a little bit, we could add some radii fillets to this face, and we just got to keep them a certain, you know, they can't be so big that they jump into the inside. And then we can clean up that one and this one. We could put like, let's say 1 millimeter. Let's see what happens there. So yeah, you can beautify them, and you can make them, you know, curved, nice and pretty, and the edges aren't super sharp then too. So if we want to put fillets on the other side, we click here and there and inside too. So that there is it. Okay. All right. So that shows you the Loft function. I think it's a pretty cool feature. Yeah, that's it. So thank you. Hope this taught you how to use the Loft function a little better. And if you want to use any of these parts, they are freely available in Onshape. This is part of the free plan. This, if you type in Ender 5 Plus, you'll find the Ender 5 Plus, and then you can pull up this fan mechanism for yourself. So thanks. Bye.